Hello and welcome, and today we're going to be going over another Bukkit plugin, and this one's going to be Mob Bounty Reloaded. So there was an original Mob Bounty that gave you money for killing mobs, and but I think they dropped the ball on that one and they stopped producing it. So I think someone took it over and decided to make it again because it was a very good plugin, and I'll actually be using this on my Diablo 3 server. Diablo 3 Minecraft server. So anyway, I'll put a link to the Bukkit dev in the description, but there's going to be different configuration things that you can go over. You get a bunch of stuff for killing mobs. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit download as usual, keep, and then we're going to go show in folder. And then once we show in folder, we're going to go to our Bukkit server, we're going to go to our plugins, and we're going to just drop Mob Bounty in. It is going to require some sort of Iconomy plugin or Economy plugin. I recommend using Iconomy. I made a video on it. Just search my channel, you'll find it. But anyway, so once we have this in the plugins folder, we're just going to hit run. And I don't think we got any errors. Let me just check. Mob Bounty Reloaded, no errors. So once we go here, we're going to load up our server, and now that it's loaded up, I am actually going to disconnect from the server, and we're going to go to the configuration. So it's Mob Bounty Reloaded, and there's going to be a bunch of different things. This just pertains to the plugins that you're using. If you're using any one of these, I think it's going to be pretty self-explanatory. Let me just open up MCMO. See, you just have to turn it on. And that's pretty much it. I think that's the same for heroes too. Yeah, you really just have to turn it on. You just have to hit, for all of these, you really just have to hit, you have to use heroes, true, and then you're done. So that's pretty simple to set those up. The main configuration is going to actually be in these files. So your reward, your multiplier, your different other things. So we're going to open these up, and we're actually going to close the other two ones that we had open. So our general one, we really don't need to touch any of these. We don't need a group multiplier. If you want to use a group multiplier, you can, but that's going to come with plugins like Heroes and MCMO. So I would just recommend, if you're using those plugins, then have a group multiplier of some kind. Also, it works with factions. But don't have a group multiplier if you're not using plugins that already bring groups together. Time multiplier. Actually, if you want to reward players for spending more time on your server, I would turn that on. Environment multiplier, I don't know, doesn't really need to be changed. I think false. You don't really need to make more based on whether you're in what world you're in, whether that be Nether or just the regular world. I wouldn't use fortune. And then mob spawner protection, I would actually turn that on. You don't want people spamming your mob spawner. And then I'd turn group on and turn time on, just so that they get rewarded for staying in your server. If they have groups, I'm not sure if you have to turn that on to get it to work with the other plugins, so I'm just going to turn it on just in case. And then the mob spawner protection, because you don't want people just getting crazy amounts of money for just for killing mobs that come out of a mob spawner. So this is your protection radius for a mob spawner. So if it's within a certain amount of blocks from a mob spawner, they won't get kills. That's fine. And there's, yeah, and then we'll turn the mob spawner protection on too. And we'll type true there, just so that it uses both of them. That doesn't need to be turned on. Depreciative return rate, then I would leave it on because that's the way they have it configured. And then time after login, I'm assuming this is in minutes, so that's going to link back to the time multiplier. So after every 10 minutes you make more. So this is like your mob cap of, I'm assuming, pay, but you have to turn this on true. I wouldn't actually use it. So kill streak, you can have different bonuses. So let's say if someone's on a, let's not make it too easy, we'll do 5, and then they get a 1.5 bonus, and you can pretty much just copy and paste those in to get yourself different bonuses. And then on a 10, they get up to, you know, a 2 bonus, they get double. This is just your messages. I wouldn't change these. These are the way they're supposed to be. Multiplier, environments, whether you want the multipliers to be turned on. The time, so at night they get a more multiplier, so it's actually not time, the amount of time spent on the server, it's when it is, so they get more money at night, and less money during the day. Groups, I would just, yeah, there's no reason to put groups on, and then world is fine. So mainly the time and the environment. I really wouldn't turn these on extra, because a lot of people go, especially in like the heroes and MCMMO, they go to the nether to farm, and they don't need to have like a double farm multiplier. So I wouldn't recommend using the environment multiplier, but I would recommend using the time multiplier, just because it is harder at night. So and then we're gonna go the rewards. So this is gonna be the cash rewards for killing each animal, and you're really gonna have to configure this based on your economy system. So let's say I base mine usually off one diamond is 100 whatever unit you're using, whether that be gold or whatever. So this would be half a diamond for a blaze. Blazes are pretty hard to kill. Spiders are also pretty hard to kill, so I'll leave that the same. Creepers pretty hard to kill. Most of these work together. I would actually make this like 5,000, because killing the Ender Dragon, there's only one of them, it's kind of pretty important. Gas 69, and it's pretty much, this is actually pretty much, I would keep this pretty much the same. Actually, I would leave this probably at 25. Killing another player, I would actually bump that up to 300. Actually, no, 250. Just that, and I'm actually going to even out these numbers, because the numbers are kind of annoying me. OCD a little bit. 57, we'll just bring that down to 50. 69, electrified creeper, we'll pull that up to 75. Enderman, 60 is good. Gassed, I would actually, a gas is worth a diamond, if you can get it also. I would actually make a giant worth the same amount as an Ender Dragon. Monster 85, Onslaught 255. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. 30 Skeleton 25 max. Spider 25. You really don't need to pay out that much money. Tamed Cat 0. Tamed Wolf 0. Actually no, Tamed Wolf 25. Tamed Cat no. Wolf 25. And Zombie 25. So that's pretty much what I would keep it at. You got your kill streak multipliers, you got your other things set up, and that's pretty much how I would set it up. I wouldn't change it any other way. But it's all based on your diamond system. So like a zombie is worth a quarter of a diamond. So if your diamond is like 1,000 of your units, like gold, 1,000 gold, then I would bump this up to 250, just to make it, you know, part of a diamond. I would base it off the diamond. Unless your economy is based off gold, then base it off whatever your most valuable item is. So once we have this all set up, we're gonna stop the server, and then I have the auto restart on. If you want to know how to do that, I have a video on it. So once we load that up, I just want to make sure that it didn't change any of these. No, it didn't. And then we will go and I think it's 277. Nope. 279 maybe. Nope. 276. Yes. Okay, so diamond sword. Oh, I'm not allowed to use any of these. What am I allowed to use? /hero. I do have the heroes plugin on, so hero tools. I'm only allowed to use stone. That's depressing. So I'll just beat something. Let's find an animal. I don't have the light mod on anymore. /time day. And then I'll go get this skeleton over here. Because it was hurt a little bit. And then we'll see if it rewards me. It is in the water, which makes it somewhat difficult. It starts burning when it comes out of the water. That's kind of funny. But the reaction, the processing time on this isn't very good. It's actually going to get sucked into that. At least it should be. It doesn't seem to be hitting me. Should be going down fairly quickly. Actually, I think I buffed these guys a lot in the Heroes plugin, so it may not, it may be significantly harder to kill. So see, I got, I only got half of what it's worth, just because it is during the day, so there's a 0.5 multiplier. You can see if I go to my money, it's kind of hard to see before. I only have the essentials. I don't have Iconomy on here, but it works with the essentials money too if you want to use it. I recommend using Iconomy, but you can see it did add to my balance. So that's pretty much it. I enabled it. I think I enabled it with Heroes, but mainly those plugins are just so that it's shared within the group, and that's pretty much it. So if you're using the party system on MCMO, Heroes, or Factions, which with Factions there's no point if you don't have the party system on. But I would turn those on if you're using that plugin. But I think that you come to the dilemma of when you're using a plugin like when you're using Heroes and Factions at the same time, you don't really want people to get like sharing with both. So I would pick one or the other. Generally, I would go with Factions over a Heroes or MCMO. Just because with that there already is a party boost with the Heroes and MCMO, but there's not with Factions. But this has been the mob bounty reloaded, giving you money for killing mobs. So as I've gone over configuration, how it works. If you like the video, please rate it up. If you've seen my other videos, if you even like the video, please subscribe and come back next time.